Live with us on the Dan Reaves Show. You're on the air. Go.
Hey, Dan.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hey, what's up? I've got this very interesting story, man, about what happened when I was pulling into my driveway. I see some blue lights behind me. Okay, so I've been driving with 1611 King James Version tags, and I sped up because the Bible is evidence of law in a court, and what do you think about that, man? Because I also had the registration.
Wait a minute. When you say Bible is evidence of law in our courts, what exactly do you mean by that?
Well, there was a Senate joint resolution in 1982 that allows for, you used to be able to swear on the Bible before you make a testimony. So I did such a thing, and I attempted to make it my evidence of law, like, all around, and it still is. And for that reason, I'm suing the Henderson Police Department.
But let me stop you. What do you mean evidence of law all around? Are you saying the Bible, in your opinion, supersedes the law of the land?
They're one and the same.
Well, we have separation of church and state. We have a secular constitution that would argue that with you.
Well, it's commanded that people of God be non-conformist to the secular world. So you do have that.
The problem is, though, that you're in the secular world. We have a secular constitution. Right? You were going to say,
Josh, it also says, give things unto Caesar that belong to Caesar, and give the things unto Christ that belong to Christ. So that's why you have to pay taxes, and you have all of these government things. You give Caesar what he gets. That's in the Bible. So.
But corporations, they don't believe that part of it, though. Did you know that Walmart sucks the biggest? They're the biggest welfare. They're the biggest welfare queen out there.
Yeah.
That was the way I was putting it. Was that may also be true, but they subsidize more of their employees than any other company. It's meaning that more of their employees are on welfare. And although they make billions of dollars in profit per year, there is no law that they have to pay their employees a livable wage, and they turn to the taxpayers. We have to.
And the district attorney confirmed that I could use that as evidence of law, so I'm going to sue the Henderson Police Department because they claimed I was doing 44 miles per hour before I pulled into my driveway. So it's clearly discriminating against me, target profiling, and targeting my whole community.
What's the posted speed limit in your neighborhood, Josh?
I'm saying it's impossible for me to be doing that speed before I pull into my driveway. So.
Well, what is the posted speed limit? What, 30, 35, 30?
30.
And they say you were 14 miles per hour over that posted speed. Impossible because your car won't go that fast, or impossible because you're very aware and a safe driver?
Yeah, B, man.
B, okay.
I'm very, very conscious. I was pulling into my driveway, as a matter of fact. I wasn't going slow. So, I wasn't speeding. So, it was clear this tag that she wanted. And then, as soon as I left court, which I sped up the court case, and then the judge had a mistrial, made a mockery of stuff. Anyway, I'm going to sue the whole city and the police department for that. But
and you're not suing. Pardon me, you're not suing because
they pulled me over, bro, right as soon as I left court again, and gave me a citation for the same thing.
What were you speeding?
No, not speeding, for the tag.
Oh, okay. So you didn't get it.
This officer claims
Are your tags out of date?
1611 King James version, and I have a legal tag for the state's shenanigans and I can
Now, hold on, just a minute. I don't feel like it's a yes or no question here, Josh.
Yes.
Forgive me for it, but are your tags out of date?
No.
Oh, so they're in date.
Yeah.
Well,
it's totally
then
legal.
why they give you a ticket for your tags being out of date?
The county clerk asked the same question, man.
Okay.
And they notarized my freedom of expression notice presented, and they notarized, they didn't have to notarize the color of law violation warning that I did serve Officer Cook, and I'm going to serve Officer Holloway.
Well, that's not mentioning names, Sally. It's just.
It is a legal case, and it's already in my court.
I understand, but with Larry and I are not privy to any of that. You know what I mean? So we just. Not that I mean, I trust you, but again, we feel better if we didn't mention any names.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So
everybody just watch your speed, and drive safe.
But the point I think you're making is that you think biblical, any verse out of the Bible should supersede man-made laws. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Natural law.
Well, that's called a theocracy, though.
Samuel Adams said it best. Samuel Adams said, "It is the natural liberty of man to not be under the legislative authority of man, but to have only the law of nature as his rule." Samuel Adams.
The law of nature.
God is nature, so anything unnatural is just a commercial shenanigan for profit, and they're trying to run schemes out here, a pyramid scheme, and I'm not falling for it. I'm not buying it.
Well, what would they put somebody? You have
redeemed.
The Bill of Rights and the Constitution. You have the freedom to worship as you see fit or not. So how would you do that? Just a minute, Josh. Just a minute. What? So if for someone that's a non-believer, what do they go by?
They buy whatever they can work for. The wages of sin, man. I guess I'm not sure. I can't speak for them.
Well, in other words, there would be two sets of laws then.
Why that? There's only one. Well, if my case makes it to the Supreme Court, which is defund the police campaign, will become reform society, so we don't need.
Well, there's not really a defund the police campaign out there, right? That's a boogeyman.
Oh, there's an abolish police. I don't know what that is. Boogeyman?
Well.
Oh, man.
No, I didn't mean that literally. The point is, there's not a defund the police campaign out there. We've checked on it.
Oh, okay. All right, well, slogan then. That's what I meant.
No, there's no one working to defund the police.
Oh, I just saw a meme.
A meme? Okay. Well, that's a cartoon. It's like saying,
Hey, I make NFTs out of memes, man. They're non-fungible tokens. These things are real value that we share, and it's social capital, man. It's like it's got true, marketable. It's more conscious value than the dead note that says I'm nothing but an IOU. Okay, I owe you too. You two things one, man. That's awesome.
Okay, I'm trying to follow you here. I'm not saying it's your fault.
Yeah, I know. I did kind of throw a loop there. Sorry, man.
What do you make of it, Larry?
I have no clue. I mean, I've given him my spiel on it. You got
Oh
things.
yeah, the Caesar thing, man. Let me speak about that, because what is rendered unto Caesar now is justice, and justice is righteousness, which is when mercy and justice kiss. I'm not looking for something to receive myself. I'm looking for transformation of society, man. Like, we should really stop this pyramid scheme. It's color of law. COL. Color of law is the, it's like the Antichrist.
Sam, you were quoting, attempted to quote Samuel Adams. Let me give you a Samuel Adams quote. When people are universally ignorant in their manners, they will sink under their own weight without the aid of foreign invaders. Meaning, if we become, as a nation, ignorant or misinformed, we will sink under our own weight. It won't, just like, who was it? Khrushchev said, hey, we'll take America without firing a shot. They're going to end up collapsing on themselves.
And who just discovered the Titanic not long ago, right?
That was discovered, in the 70s?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was back to 70s.
I mean, those billionaires dived down to try to discover whatever was left of it, and now the billionaires are gone because none of them survived.
Well, you can only discover it once. It was discovered. The wreckage was found back in the 70s, I do believe. Yeah, they were going on a tour. Yes, that was horrible. Man, there's no way I'd get in a tin can like that and then weld the top shut on it. I mean, where you couldn't get out. Lordy, I mean, I understand it's got to be, certainly, you don't want to spring a leak, but man, I wouldn't feel comfortable without an escape hatch. Would you, Larry? Or would you, Josh? I wouldn't. I mean,
No, I would not.
I mean, what are you going to do, though, if you're down there? If you're 12,000 feet under the ocean, and there's an escape hatch, if you get out, you're dead anyway. You'll be crushed, right? Do you know, we know more about outer space than we do about the depths of the ocean.
Right.
It's just that tough to navigate down there. I mean, there's no room for air. None.
We know about 7 layers of inner earth if you read the book of Zohar. And check out my website, man. D2020 perfectvision.org. I gotta get out of my wife's sneezing.
Word? I thought it was a dog bark.
I did too.
Lady.
I did.
I've looked up the color of law, which he called the COL, refers to the appearance of legal authority or an apparently legal right that may not exist. The term is often used to describe the abuse of power under the guise of state authority and is therefore illegal.
Okay, let's say that again. I lost you there too.
Yeah.
That may be my ADHD kicking in. Now, say that again, Larry.
Color of law refers to the
Sorry about
appearance of legal or an apparent legal right that may not exist. The term is often used to describe the abuse of power under the guise of state authority. It is therefore illegal. And here's an example. If a police officer acts with the color of law authority to arrest someone, the arrest,
Or
if
sight.
it is made without probable cause, may actually be in violation of law.
Thank you.
That